In this video, I'm going to show you some of the unique characteristics of some minerals, including an acid test. And right here we have a mineral called calcite, and I'm going to show you what happens when you put some dilute hydrochloric acid on it. Always, when you're using hydrochloric acid or any acid, make sure you're wearing goggles. If you get anything on your skin, you can um, wash it off or tell me about any spills that happen. So that's the hydrochloric acid. I'll take a few drops and put that on the sample, and you'll see that the bubbles start to happen immediately. Another mineral that's similar has a similar reaction is called dolomite, but you need to make the dolomite a powder in order to get it to bubble, whereas calcite will bubble vigorously um, without having to powder it. So you can see the bubbles happening. Sorry for the fuzzy video. Uh, I filmed this before, and now I'm just sort of reading over it. But you can see I put quite a bit of acid. You really only need a couple drops, but that shows that bubbling, and it's very characteristic of calcite, and it's characteristic of minerals or of rocks that are also made out of calcite. So any rock that's made out of calcite will bubble with acid like that. Another characteristic is whether it's a mineral is attracted to a magnet. It's magnetite, and as you can see, when I drop that magnet, it's attracted to it, and I can even pick up the mineral, and the magnet sticks to it. So magnetite, appropriately named, is magnetic. It's attracted to that magnet. Another property that has to do with how light travels through a mineral, these optical properties. I have a sample of what's called ulexite, and if you look at this ulexite with a text underneath it, it appears that the ulexite, the text is sitting on top of that mineral, and I have some samples of these that I can show you if you ask for them. They're really cool. This is sort of called they call this one the fiber optic mineral because the text is sitting right on top of that ulexite, and when you pass it over the text, it passes right through. Kind of a neat mineral. Another mineral that has some interesting optical properties is calcite, the one that bubbles with acid that I just showed you. It also has something called double refraction. It's not real clear that you can see it here, but basically when the light passes through this calcite, it splits and causes the text to look doubled. And because the text is kind of fuzzy here because it's so close with the camera, it's hard to see. But again, ask for another sample in the lab, and I'll show you that one. So those are some of the unique characteristics of minerals that we can see, and feel free to ask me to do any of those tests.